Hi there, this continues to be GSN 24 Live Sports News. My name is Lookman. Coming up in our headlines for our sports brief for today, Vinicius apologizes for storming off. Liverpool and slots cautious of Crystal Palace. Black Queens qualify for 2026 WAFCON. Nations FC appoint Frimpong Manso. 12-year-old shines as Africa Aquatics. Lookman reaffirms commitment. Verde and Malawi qualify. FECAFOOT sack Bisseck. Beginning from the camp of the Black Queens of Ghana have sealed qualification for the 2026 CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations after completing a dominant 7-0 aggregate victory over Egypt. Ghana took control of the tie from the first leg, securing a convincing 3-0 win at the Suez Canal Stadium in Ismaila last week. Returning home with the advantage, the Queens were determined to finish the job in front of their fans at the Accra Sports Stadium. After a goalless first half, the Black Queens produced a ruthless second-half performance, scoring 4 goals to complete the demolition. Attacker Doris Wedua stole the show with a sensational hat-trick, while defender Comfort Yeboah added her name to the score sheet to camp off the emphatic win. With the result, the Queens have now qualified for the 2026 WAFCON, marking consecutive tournament appearances for the first time in several years. Nations FC have appointed veteran tactician Frimpong Manso as their new head coach barely 24 hours after parting ways with Kasimo Kanse-Mingol and his assistant Johnson Smith. Manso, who was recently dismissed by BBN Gold Stars following their CAF Champions League qualification exit to JS Kabylie, takes charge of a nation side desperate to rediscover their spark after a sluggish start to the 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League campaign. The former Ghana international guided Gold Stars to their first ever Ghana Premier League title last season, ending widespread plaudit for his tactical intelligence and player management skills. His arrival at Nations is seen as a major statement of intent from the club's hierarchy, who are determined to restore the team's title ambitions after an underwhelming run of results. In swimming, 12-year-old Yamin Boamah, a student of Monterey Middle School, emerged as one of Ghana's brightest young talent at this year's Africa Aquatic Zone 2 Swimming Championships. Competing as the youngest swimmer and a debutant, Yamin impressed with his resilience and determination across multiple events. He won bronze in the 1,500 meters juniors freestyle after a brilliant performance that earned him applause from spectators. Yamin also put up an impressive time of 2 minutes 51 seconds in the 200 meters backstroke, further showcasing his potential among some of the region's best young swimmers. He also helped Ghana secure silver as part of the 4x200 meters freestyle relay team, contributing to the host nation's strong finish at the competition. Away from Ghana, Nigerian international Ademola Lookman has reiterated his commitment to helping Atalanta achieve their objectives this season after marking his return to scoring form in the Serie A. The Super Eagles winger was a standout performer on Tuesday evening, netting his first goal of the 2025 Serie A campaign in Atlanta's 1-1 draw against AC Milan, a display that also earned him the Man of the Match award. Speaking after the game, Lookman expressed delight at getting back among the goals but admitted he's still working towards full fitness and sharpness. The 26-year-old forward, who was instrumental in Atlanta's impressive campaign last season, stressed that his focus remains on the collective success of the team rather than personal accolades. More on the WAFCON. Verde and Malawi are set to make their first appearance at the Women's Africa Cup of Nations after securing their place at next year's tournament alongside reigning champions Nigeria. In the lead-up to their second-round tie against Angola, Malawi captain Tabitha Chwenga said the expansion of WAFCON from 12 to 16 teams would offer great exposure to those nations yet to make their debut at the continental showpiece. A 2-0 aggregate victory saw the Scorchers guarantee a spot at the finals in Morocco, with midfielder Faith Chinzimu the hero as a 2-leg goal secured victory in Lolengwe following a goalless first leg. Verde also triumphed 4-2 away in Bamako to overturn a first leg deficit and win out a 4-3 on aggregate against Mali. The achievement of Verde women's will give football fans on the island nation another reason to celebrate after the men's team qualified for the World Cup earlier this year. The Cameroon Football Federation FECAFOOT has officially parted ways with Jean-Baptiste Bisseck following the indomitable Lionesses' shocking failure to qualify for the 2026 CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations. In a brief but pointed statement released on Wednesday, the Federation confirmed that dismissal comes after a turbulent qualifying campaign that ended in heartbreak, the first time Cameroon have failed to qualify for back-to-back WAFCON tournaments. The once feared Lionesses, who had featured in every edition of the Continental Championship since 2006, have now missed both the 2024 and the 2026 editions. Their failure also rules them out of the contention for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup, marking a new low for a team not long ago stood among Africa's elite. His exit was widely expected after the Lionesses' elimination, sealing another chapter in what has become a worrying downturn for Cameroonian women's football. On the international front, Vinicius Jr has broken his silence after his controversial reaction during Real Madrid's 2-1 victory over FC Barcelona in El Clasico. The Brazilian forward stormed off to the locker room after being substituted, sparking intense media scrutiny and speculation about his relationship with coach Xabi Alonso. Reports suggested that Alonso threatened to limit Vinicius' playing time if he didn't return to the bench, highlighting the tension between the player and the coach. The Brazilian winger took to social media to apologize to fans, teammates and the club. A meeting reportedly took place between Vinicius Jr and Xabi Alonso following the incident. Sources indicate the discussion was cordial, helping both understand each other after the stressful situation. Real Madrid has left the matter largely in the hands of Alonso, but Vinicius' public apology aims to calm the media storm and reaffirm his dedication to the team moving forward. On our final story, Liverpool boss Arne has won his side of Crystal Palace's persistent attitude ahead of the fourth-round Carabao Cup clash at Anfield on Wednesday. The Reds will be facing the Eagles for the third time this season after having lost the FA Community tie on penalties and their Premier League clash 2-1 in September. Crystal Palace are unbeaten in their last 3 matches against Liverpool at Anfield, winning once, drawing twice in those encounters. This is what I have for you for now. Do like and subscribe. I'll be back with more.